Today, I'm gonna give you a very brief presentation on how to build an ozone disinfection box to kill virus safely. For now, we are going through a serious pandemic, COVID-19. And in fact, the ozone can help to kill virus. And if we can use it safely, and I think it's a very useful method to do this. Hello, my name is Zhu Liang. I'm an engineer who worked in the ozone field for several years. Although I left the field for about 1 year, but I still love to show you how to build an ozone disinfection box safely. If it can help somebody, I will be very happy. For more detailed information, you can see my blog. The first question is why we use ozone. Ozone is 50 times more effective compared to chlorine, and it's 3,000 times faster. And the most important thing is it has no poison residue. It will turn to oxygen. That's why ozone can use to kill virus on everything, like the food. Ozone has used a lot in water purification, but seldom used in air because it's not so easy to do it safely. Here I want to show you how to do it safely. So please note, free land exposed to high concentrations, like greater than 0.1 ppm, 8 hours per day. It's potentially toxic for humans and animals. That's why a lot of guys they said we cannot use ozone in air. But if we can do to keep the ozone inside the system, do not let it going outside, going to indoor your living rooms, and it will be very safe. How and what we need. Here is a schematic to do this. And the list of materials is like this. We need ozone device, we need a power and control, we need a vacuum pump, we need ozone destructor, we need a box. The system is like so in the right. The box is used to keep your staff want to do disinfection. And the ozone destructor will destroy the ozone before it go into your room. And the vacuum pump, it keep all the system inside the system is negative pressure. Negative pressure means the pressure inside the system is lower than outside. So even the box maybe not seal very well, the ozone still cannot go out. It still keeps inside. And if the box or the system is leaking, then the ozone will not suck out from the ozone device. So for this system, it will be very safe. While doing this, I use the ozone device is from China. It's a sample from my friends. And if you do not need a huge box, like you do disinfection for a lot of stuff in the same time, and the smallest ozone device on the market is pocket is good for this. If you want, like you can check my blog. I will list some like devices in my blog. The power and the control, I use a product of my own company. I developed it for gas discharge devices. It can generate high voltage and it can drive the devices. Of course, you need modify some parameters and it can drive pump too. And another stuff we need is a vacuum pump. As I said, we need to keep the system in a negative pressure. So the vacuum pump is very important. It will keep the inside is negative. Of course, we need an ozone destructor because if we want to keep the system, we can't keep the inside system is negative pressure. We need a vacuum pump keep on working, and in the same times, the air from the system will contain some ozone. So we need an ozone destructor to destroy all the ozones. Of course, you can buy the destructor from market, and I prefer to make one by myself. And you can check my blog to know how to build the destructor like shown in the photos. Another stuff we need is a box. Because we do not need very high concentration ozone. As the researchers said in their papers, 20 ppm is fully enough to kill virus in 20 minutes. So we can buy some boxes from Amazon. This box is I bought from Amazon. It's used for food storage. I think the size is okay for me to like disinfect some my own personal stuff like mask, like cell phone, and something. Now we got everything. We need to connect it together. We drill two holes on the box. The two holes, the diameter is around 6 millimeter. It's not very strict. It must keep the tubing and very tight and do not leaking. And we as shown in the photos. As I calculate, the highest power of the system is nearly 22 watts. So we use a 2 ampere adapter, AC-DC adapter, 12 watt, 2 ampere is fully enough. We connect together and let it run. I measure the output ozone. The concentration is lower than 0.01 ppm, so it's very safe. Here is some test result. When I set the power drive ozone device is around 12 watt, the ozone concentration inside the box will go to 2000 ppm. It's too high. That means we can choose a much larger box for doing this, or we can lower the power of the device. We can now I set the power to drive ozone device close to 1 watt, and the ozone concentration still will go to more than 20 ppm because I cannot measure the concentration between 20 ppm to 100 ppm. So it's in that range, but I think it's safe and because it will not going outside. And for that concentration, it's safe for most of the material, so you do not need to worry about that. So I set the system. I can set the system to run like 20 minutes, and after generate ozone 20 minutes, I will let the pump running another 20 minutes. So about 40 minutes. it's a turn to do the disinfection. Here, thank you for watching. Here is just a very brief introduction. If you want to know more detail, you can see my blog or contact me. The next time I will try to make a video to do a plasma speaker